Hey everybody, Tim here from Rat Daddy Studios, and I'm out in the garage part of the studio doing some painting. Came home from work tonight and decided to throw some urethane. So the smell of urethane is in the air, smelling good. And what I painted was the chassis for the two go-karts. This is Frankenstein's go-kart, and this is Godzilla's go-kart. Planet green base coat and Pavo purple base coat. So what I'll do with this one, I'm going to go over this with candy lime gold, and that's going to give me a really bright popping green. So that'll be the chassis for that. And this one really doesn't have any body parts. It's got some little pieces that go on it, but it doesn't have body components like the Frankenstein go-kart. This one, which is one of the newer, more updated style go-karts, has body panels that go on it, and bumper for the front and side panels where the tanks are. So, and I think what I'm going to do on this one is just go over this one just with clear with some flake in it, to just keep it that nice bright purple for Frankie. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the as far as the body panels on that, as far as coloring that up. So I haven't figured that out yet, but the Godzilla's go-kart will be a really nice bright green to complement his green fuzzy skin and hair. So that's where that's at. So that part's done. I will add on to this and take you inside in just a minute, and I'll show you what I've been doing with the figures, because I primarily have been focusing on getting the figures painted and assembled. Got Godzilla just about done. Got all the other little pieces and parts done. I'm going to modify the exhaust for the Godzilla's go-kart. Showed you what I did with the tires, and I've now got the center caps and the front tires and some paint on those. So yeah, slowly coming together. So I will catch up with you here in just a minute, and we'll go from there. All right, welcome back. We're looking at a mock-up of Godzilla. So real happy with how he's turned out. The colors on his skin really have made me happy. They were exactly what I wanted, and just worked out good. So I got his little roller skate put on his tail, and I just have this mocked up right now. So can I show you here? So teeth are done, mouth is done, eyes are in, got his claws done, and his straps on his parachute all finished. So real happy with that, and just the tones that I've got, the highlight tones and the iridescence in this paint really worked out good. So I'm very pleased with this. And just see it in the court his tail with his roller skate on his tail that keeps it from dragging the ground while he's racing along. I think that's pretty funny. These old school roller skate. I remember these things as a kid. I mean, these things were just brutal. Steel wheels. I know a lot of you remember these. I don't have to tell you anything. Front tires done. Got the these milled aluminum spikes sticking out. Black rims, black tires. Haven't done anything with the rears yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do something in the background or not. I'm just still kind of kicking that around. And Frankie here, so he'll be sitting more back in his cart seat, kind of like this. So it's supposed to look like his fur jacket's like flying off of him. That's the whole idea behind that, I believe. See if I can just kind of set him up, and then of course arms will lock in this away, so you get the idea. And the other one's got the shifter in it. So I started, obviously haven't finished him yet. His clothing is all done, other than what I will do after I completely finish painting everything else, his hair and all of the facial details, is I'm going to use my Tamiya weathering kit. Let me just grab one of those out. Just use several of these, and these are great. I mean, this is just one of the trays of color, because they make, you know, flesh tones and white and black and silver. And I've used a ton of this on my spaceships that I have built for people, battleships, submarines, a lot of the things I've built. We use the weathering. What I do is usually use the white and go over all the high points on the blue jeans to make, you can see the fades. That'll all make all that pop where his pants or the knees are ripped out and around pockets and stuff like that. So I'll do all that with the white, and I might dirty him up just a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe, do a little black or gray along his jawline. I don't know. We'll wait and see. So far, I like the color. It came out good. And he's a weird one. That jawline is just really strange to me. But now that I'm getting some color on it, I'm starting to get used to it. I think I may put some jewels in his eyes. Just some of those little tiny pin dot jewels, maybe some red ones or blue ones, I don't know, but I have a huge assortment of that stuff. So anyway, yeah, kind of get the idea of where that's coming along. Back here in the background, you can see I've got Rudy in primer, so he's ready. Whenever I get ready to start painting him, he is all set to go. I have some more. These are not the ones I'm using, but I have these cast resin flames, and I get these off of eBay. I've been buying these from the same guy for a while, and I've used them on like my Rat Fink hydroplane, and actually both of them, both the hydroplanes that I did. And I've used them in some other stuff, and these are really, really well done. They're actually made for like sci-fi fantasy figures, like shooting them out of guns or whatever, throwing flame balls or whatever. It does a really good job on them. I love the bright fluorescent colors on them. And but anyway, I ordered a few more of the smaller ones with the narrow flames coming out of them. I want to use in the exhaust pipes because I'm modifying the exhaust on Godzilla's Go-Kart, because I just don't I don't know, I just don't like this, whatever that's supposed to be. So I'm going to cut this off and make a nice big aluminum straight pipe, and put that on it and stick one of those flames in there coming out of that. So that's what's happening. I got some stuff in the mail the other day. I met this really cool dude on Instagram, Kent, and he has Kent's Custom Cycle Paint. He's got some great business cards. He sent me several of them, but great images, monstrous. Love this. The mouse, kind of like Stanley Mouse's mouse. There's another one with the skull with the respirator on. That one doesn't have anything on the back. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, this one. Got another Stanley Mouse looking figure there with a spray gun. That's cool. On the back, it's got kind of a darkened picture. Another monster. And he sent me a couple decals. Cool. Yeah, these are neat. And he just a couple days ago, he sent me a really cool shirt. Black t-shirt with a blackened, kind of a different blackened image on it. I don't have it here right now. Yeah, it's got like black graphics on black. I've never seen a black on black shirt before, but it's pretty damn cool. So yeah, a good guy. Thanks, Kent. Appreciate that. I don't even know if he's on Instagram or excuse me, on YouTube. He might be, but he is on Instagram. So you might want to look him up. Kent's Crazy Custom Paint or Cycle Paint. And God, he does some beautiful model work, you guys. I mean, really nice paint work. And he's very creative, does some really good scratch building. So you might want to try to look him up on there. Anyway, so that's about it right now. I think I've showed you everything else. Haven't been working on the Black Beauty yet because I'm really focusing on getting these two. I want to get these done. Down at the office, I've got the 66 Riviera. I've been prepping parts on that one. I'd like to get some paint together on a few things. The weather's been up and down. Like tonight wasn't too bad. I've had the heater on out in the garage, so I ran out there and painted those few things. Of course, I got to open the garage to get the fumes out, so lost all my hot air. But hate to do that to my cat, but I really just wanted to get some base coat on those chassis so I can get those rolling. But okay, so that's it for now. I'll keep you posted as things progress. So the next thing to do would be getting those parts clear coated. I think Godzilla's Go-Kart's probably going to come together before the Frankenstein build, because I still got some paint work to do on him, and it's kind of slowed me down because he's really heavy, so I put him together with black silicone, and I use this one. It's Permatex Ultra Black, number 82180. I've used this for years on a lot of the spaceships and stuff that I build, and when I'm using fiber optics. It doesn't have any methyl ketones in it, so it won't melt things. It won't melt plastic. It won't melt fiber optics. It's just really, really good stuff. And I've used that for the last, geez, probably almost 15 years now. And it's a gasket maker, but it's really great stuff. But a lot of the other ones have methyl ketones in them. They're really awful smell, and they will melt a lot of this stuff. So that particular one, 82180, is the number on that. I usually pick it up at AutoZone, I believe, is where I've been. I've been getting that at AutoZone. So if you need some good adhesive, and on really heavy stuff like this, it works great. I mean, get it down in there on this actually had like little interlocking joints, pins, pegs that go down into crevices, and it works really good. And if you just don't get carried away, use it sparingly, it will hold the stuff. You can't blow it apart once it's together. I mean, it's just solid as a rock, and as heavy as this piece is, it's super, super sturdy. Probably the only other one thing I was going to mention, I don't know if you guys caught the first show tonight, 8 o'clock. It's on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tim Allen's new show, Shifting Gears. Pretty cool show. Got some great cars in there. I've been a Tim Allen fan forever. I mean, all the way back to Home Improvements. Hey, my son too. So anyway, we've always loved Home Improvements. And Tim's got a great car collection too. I love watching him on YouTube and some of the other channels. And he's just a great car guy. And so anyway, so the new shows, it's nice. It's family oriented too, about his daughter who's been gone for 15 years, coming back to him. His wife has passed away, and his daughter coming home because she needs help, and she's got a couple kids in tow. So it's the same familiar story, but it's nice. It's a nice family show. But again, some nice cars in there too. And if you really look, if you watch the first show, if you look in the background, it made a cameo appearance. The blue Roadster from Home Improvements was sitting in the background back there. He has those cars from that show, so it was way back there. But and they were using cars from his collection in the show. They were going to rent cars to put in there, and he's got so many cars in his collection. When they did the show, I think the producer said, why don't we just use your cars and rent them from you? We got to rent them from somebody. We might as well rent them from you. And he's got some great cars, so worth checking out. It's a good show, so check it out. Anyway, okay, I'll let you guys go. I will see you again really, really soon, and hopefully with some progress on these guys. And hopefully you guys are all building. Hopefully everybody is well and fine. Keep those thoughts and prayers for everybody out in California. Just terrible tragedy. So much going on in the world, but thank goodness tonight hearing that might have this ceasefire and the hostage release, so some good stuff going on in the world too. So let's try to stay positive, and I'll see you again real soon. Thanks for tuning in.